All right, and I am back. I think we're ready to go. What does our fuel look like? I think our fuel situation looks okay. I just don't want to run out of anything while I'm there, you know? That would be unfortunate.
Flight mode.
Let's put some of this random nonsense that we have in our inventory away. There we go. Okay.
Flight mode.
Let's go.
Cruise mode.
We are going to get attacked soon. Do I want to wait? I don't know how long it's going to take them to attack us.
Upgrade complete.
Surely it's not going to be very long.
Upgrade complete.
I'm sure our defenses can handle it. Probably. I guess I don't really have to, like, charge up my warp by going to max cruise speed immediately. I don't know why I do that. I'm just bad at video games, I guess. Because now we have to wait for our battery to charge up. Well, there's our autosave. I wonder what we're struggling to get. Maybe we finally burned through our red cubes. Maybe. Oh, look at that. The Dyson Swarm is almost as big as the Hive. I am going to a new system, Taily. I gotta get those resources. Gotta get that gold. It's not actually gold, but yeah. I'm just waiting for my battery to charge up at the moment so that I can actually make the jump. No, we're not actually going to sit here for 3 hours and 4 minutes to traverse to the next system. Go clock dinner, you might arrive by then. Or go cook dinner. Nah, we'll get there much faster.
Engine activated. Warp engine deactivated.
Ooh, I probably deactivated that way too early. But whatever, it's fine. I didn't want to warp right into the Hive. All right. There's our main system back there that we are slowly Dyson Sphering. So the star that we want, or the planet that we want, is the one that's orbiting the moon? Yes. Although this fractal silicon is interesting, I'm not super worried about that right now. This planet is going to be terrible for power. Another hive? Yeah, there's going to be a hive at most, if not all, the star systems initially.
Replication complete.
This one actually looks really weak. Could we just take this out? There's like nothing there. Let's slow down and try to charge up our battery a little bit. Yeah, there's only 6 dark fog units. We actually have more units than that. So how do we... Yeah, we just send them out that way. Right? I've never actually done this before, so... It may be too far away.
Mineral depleted.
Here, let's bring them back. I think we want to get closer. I don't really know how dangerous just like the basic baby hive is. If we could just take this out and take out the hives on the planets, then we just have the whole system to ourselves, right? That's my understanding of the matter, anyhow. Now, there may be some mechanical limitations that I don't know. Like, I assume that the dark fog can repopulate systems somehow. I don't know. I just don't want to fly in and not have any energy. That's my main concern. But if we could take this hive out before it becomes a threat, then I'm 100% okay with that. Alright, so let's send our aircraft out. Let's see if that's actually enough to destroy it. It looks like it's on a different plane. It's really awkward to like be doing this on a three-dimensional map. It's weird. Oh, I think they're attacking it. They are attacking it. Nice. And that's also taking energy from us. That's less nice. I don't know how dangerous it is to get close to this thing, but... You know, we're here. I don't think these things actually do damage. Yeah, they're just porous. They probably just produce units. Where are my ships? Okay, it looks like they're doing things. We just don't have any energy, so they're kind of limping around. This would be who's attacking what? I'm attacking it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything because this is like a baby hive that's just starting to be built. But the problem is that I don't have the energy to really do a lot of damage to it. So I'm just kind of slowly hitting it. And also my ships are somewhere. A smarter thing to do would probably be to land on the planet and
relay station detected.
recover my energy. Where? Landing relay station on Svalson 1? It's a little concerning. Yeah, let's try to get to the planet and recover our energy, and then we'll go after it again. Do you have them set on combat? Yes, but them attacking drains my energy. And because I don't have any energy, they ain't attacking. In fact, it looks like they went home. Okay, well that did way more damage. You know what? I guess we can hang out here. Yeah, so when we run out of energy, they just kind of come home. I guess that makes sense. And then we can send them out again. They do a lot more damage to the station than I do, so I'm okay with this. Man, look at them tear that thing up. Just reserve the energy and let them do the work. Yeah, that seems to be working a lot better. And they'll come back from time to time because, again, it seems like they go home when I don't have energy. I just have to deploy them again. Where'd they go? What did they do? Why do I only have like three ships left?
Dark Fog Hive Port destroyed.
Okay, well they destroyed it, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Now, is there, like, loot that I can grab? It doesn't really look like it. It doesn't look like we get anything out of destroying those. Interesting. Okay. Well, we defeated our first Dark Hive, so that's good. I mean, it was just a baby Dark Hive, but, you know. It gives me hope for the future. Apparently did some damage to my fighters. I don't know. I may just not have had the energy to pull them all out, because it does look like it takes energy. You can see my energy bar down there. When I have them all out, it only has 1 up arrow, but when I have them all put away, it has 2 up arrows. So it does take some energy drain just to deploy the ships. So maybe I just didn't have the energy to deploy them all. I don't know. That's still a whole new system to me, so I'm still trying to learn it. But if that was it, then maybe we can just completely clear out the dark fog in this system. And then maybe we won't have to worry about defenses. I'd be 1000% okay with that. All right, let's go.
Cruise ended.
Ooh, look at this planet. This is a cool little planet. There is no dark fog on this. Oh, no, I lied. There is a little tiny baby dark fog hive on this planet.
Flight mode.
But we can clear them off. We have the technology. We have the power. Maybe a little bit harder to clear these guys off. This is what I get for not actually having, like, a land-based combat squadron. But they shouldn't have a lot of, like, resources. Yeah, we should burn through all of their resources. That's that little number there, right here. This is how many resources the base has. So you can see they're burning through a lot of their resources to generate these ships. Yeah, the fighters can only fight in space. You need, like, ground fighters to fight on the ground. And they just got a bunch of matter. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Just do a lot of damage and then back off. Ooh. These little laser turrets, they hurt. These sentry turrets hurt a lot. Yeah, so I wasn't the smart individual who built ground forces, so we just kind of have to work with what we got. I don't know what determines their production then. There we go.
Dark Fog base core destroyed.
That's still super cool looking. Do I have a thing I can shove in there? No, but I can build one. 98.2 hostile, almost to 100%. Yeah, the hive in my main system is going to launch an assault. I think I'll be fine. I don't know what this one is pointing to. Is this maybe pointing to the destroyed space hive in this system? That would make the most sense, but I don't know why it would be doing that. I don't know.
Insufficient materials.
What I do know is that that's going to be a good start to our power generation. Yeah, look at that. Delicious. All right. So what are we looking at here? Over here. Titanium, fire ice. Yummy. Fire ice is what we can turn into graphene and hydrogen. And we'll need the titanium. And what was the other thing that we needed? We're here to build these plane filters. So we need the cashmere crystals, or the grating crystals. Which there should be at least a deposit on this planet. Right here. So this looks like where we're going to be building, over here. Now, before I go back to base... Oh, come on. Before I go back to base, I want to scour the other planet to see if there's a dark fog base on it. There probably is. So I want to try to resolve that. This planet has, like, cool little mountain ranges. They're kind of neat. Like, I assume that that's what these are. I mean, it's a little bit hard to tell because my robot is so big. But I'm fairly certain that this is, like, a mountain range. My ship is enormous. It is actually gigantic. This is, like, canon. You can see at the beginning of the game how close you could get to, like, trees. And, like, you just tower above the trees. Interesting that there's a coal vein here. Is there... That's literally the only coal vein here. Interesting. Okay. So, first things first. How do we turn these into... crystals? Okay, so we need the graphene. Which we need chemical facilities for. Ooh. I didn't come prepared to build chemical facilities. And there's no stone on this system. Is there stone anywhere? Oh no, there is stone in this planet. I don't know how I missed that. Where is it? It's up there. Okay.
Flight mode.
Right here. I don't know how much stone I'll need, but that's fine. Yeah, I want to go a little bit nuts on the chemical plants here because I might as well. The fire ice is such a shortcut to graphene and hydrogen that I would be remiss if I didn't utilize it now that I'm here, now that I've gone through the effort of getting here. Okay, so we're about to get attacked in our main system. Hold on. Stop that for the moment. I wish that when I zoomed in
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
on a system like this, we could see like a real-time view of the attack, not just like an abstracted view. But yeah, they should come for Svalson 3. I have a lot of guns on Svalson 3. So this should be fine. Look at that. That's so awesome. It looks like it's a little bit lopsided. I'm not really sure why. All of the swarm should be spherical. But yeah, they're only attacking with 5 ships, so this shouldn't really be dangerous. What I'm a little bit more concerned about is the Dark Hive core, or Dark Fog core, that landed on Svalson 1. I've been dismantling a lot of the defenses there in promotion of building a higher tier, or a lot more factories on that planet. Don't you dare go for another planet. That would be rude. I mean, I have a lot of missile turrets on Svalson 1, too, so that should also be fine. What are they doing? Do they attack from, like, a specific angle? Most of the planet should be covered in a planetary shield. They are attacking, like, the North Pole. That should still be fine, though. Yeah, they're not even gonna get close. I have too many missiles. Now, it seems like those are super weak attacks, but I feel like it's important to keep in mind that I don't really think the Dark Fog is supposed to be like the primary focus of the game, unless you like really crank up the difficulty, or if you let them go for too long. Part of the reason why I needed to get the Dark Fog off of Svalson 3 is because I left the threat of it, like I left it level up for so long that it was launching hundreds of units per attack. And that was way too many. That was way too many units. So, I can definitely see a world where if you didn't play your cards right, the Dark Fog would be a huge threat. Or if you ignored it for too long. Okay. So honestly, this should give us all of the resources that we need to craft the cashmere crystals, which we put in an assembler. Yes. And then we just need to craft the titanium glass. Right. So this is where we need to craft glass and titanium. And we need to bring in water, which I didn't really plan for, even though I knew it was a thing that I needed. It's fine, though. We have the faster than light travel now. It's super easy to just travel back and forth. It shouldn't be too bad. It's just the time component. All right. Let's go ahead and build some of this.
Replication complete.
Fire Eyes. You've collected Fire Eyes, a treasure of the universe. We sure have. Greatly improves graphene production efficiency. Indeed. Do I want to do 5 or 10? Let's do it like this. Yes. We'll set up that advanced graphene recipe. There we go. Nice. Okay.
A landing relay station detected.
Svalson 4. These landing relays are getting out of hand. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Let's move this out one more. Or let's move this out 2 more, maybe. And we're gonna put splitters here. Sure. Alright, so one of these guys is going to output graphene onto the first path. And then the other one's going to output hydrogen onto the second path. Like that. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then this one's going to, like, I don't know, come around like that? You know what? It works. It works. That's the important part. So the first one's going to be graphene again. And then the second one's going to be hydrogen again. And then what we can do, we can create a blueprint with this as like its basic layout. This as its basic layout. And we can call this chemical, fire, ice. I want to say rendering. That's not the right word. Processing. And then, in theory, we could just copy pasta this down. Although we don't actually have 10 more plants to do so. Okay. How's our power looking? It's, well, I mean, it's looking perfectly okay right now because we're not actually crafting anything, but it's fine. I might be going a little bit nuts on this. Whatever, it's fine. I'll bring the grading crystal in. Like that. We're probably going to need a lot more of those, but that's okay. We'll deal. We'll deal. And we'll bring that in. Oh, this is in the way. That's fine. And that in. And with their power combined, they will form Cashmere Crystal. Nice. It looks like we're going to need to mine more Cashmere Crystal and probably process more fire ice for the hydrogen. Which is fine. I would be surprised if we had enough for this, as it is. How's our power looking? Our power is looking perfectly fine. Excellent. Grading Crystal. Cashmere Crystal. Nice. Cashmere Crystal should be easy. We just need to put more miners in. I suspected that was going to be the case. But, you know, I hoped it wouldn't be. There we go. Okay, so now there's two things we could do. We could either A, ship this Cashmere Crystal back, and then craft the titanium plane filters back at home. Or we could just craft all this here and ship back the plane filters, which I think is my game plan. The only catch is that we're going to have to put in a interstellar logistics station and ship water to here, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just kind of a minor inconvenience. I have to go back anyway because the dark fog is getting scary at home. Okay. So, plop these guys in. I want... these. But I only want, like, 100. Wonder why they're not coming. Do we have to, like, pre-juice it? Maybe there's a minimum we have to do? I don't know. Who knows? And then eventually want this guy to have water too. But we're not quite ready for that. Still, we'll set it in there for now. Okay. Let's head back to base. Let's head back to base and deal with the dark fog being a nuisance. Ooh. Okay, it's pulling a lot of power. Well, that's why you have 52 wind turbines, right? Not exactly the best power source, but it should be okay. We'll just create a bit of a wind farm over here. There we go. I know a lot of it is because this building, this base is charging. So that's part of the reason why that's the case. All right, let's head back to base for now. Actually, I take that back. I want to clear off this planet. I want to see if there's any dark fog on this other planet. There probably is, and we need to resolve that. Is that the only other planet? No, there's another planet there, too. Okay. I like to hope that maybe there's only one dark fog base. That hive was pretty weak, all things considered. This is another volcanic world. That's pretty neat. Oh.
Cruise ended.
There we go. Let's deploy the boys.
Flight mode.
Then we'll go and take care of these guys. Ooh, this is actually like a little bit more fortified. Actually, I don't think it is more fortified. But I also don't know if we're going to be easily able to defeat this. Oh, maybe we can. There we go, we destroyed one turret. need to stay out of the range of those cannons. Those cannons are actually kind of a nuisance.
Mineral depleted.
Actually, do I really need to clear out the dark fog on these planets? Are they going to do anything if their hive is destroyed? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Let's not worry about it for now. I have too much going on right now. We'll just head towards home. So when we get back, there's a couple things I want to do. I'm gonna have to, you know, the logistics base that I set up for all the cool stuff, like sorters and belts and like faster than light thingy jubers and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna put water in it. Because why not? Actually, do I want to do that? I want to put water into the other one. Here, let's dismiss our fleet. Get some of that power regen back. Speaking of power regen, I should probably... What would it be? I think it is just Mecha Core. Mecha Core and Energy Circuit. Let's grab these piler upgrades. I've been meaning to for a while. That will massively help. I'm wondering if maybe with the relay on the one planet, if it could rebuild the space hive in that system eventually, and maybe that's why I'm seeing this core destroyed notification. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to charge up my batteries and we're going to go home. We're going to deal with the dark fog at home and then put water in my interstellar logistics station. That still feels weird. The more I think about it, the more I wonder if it would be better if we just shipped our cashmere crystals home and finished crafting the plane filters there. The only reason I say that is because I feel like we're going to need to ship cashmere crystals around more often than water. But it's not cashmere crystals we're after, it's plane filters. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just here to play a video game, not cause pain to my cranium.
Warp engine activated.
Let's go back home.
Warp engine deactivated.
Look at that. That's so cool. Alright, let's head to Svalson 1 first. We got an intruder that needs to be dealt with.
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
Ooh, they've built up quite the base here already.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, well, we have a solution to this.
Replication complete. A landing relay station detected.
To where? Svalson 4 again? Alright. Alright, bring down the fire. There we go.
Dark Fog base core destroyed.
Missiles are so satisfying in this game. Alright. Now Svalson 4.
Flight mode.
Let's go.
Cruise mode. Upgrade complete.
Or Svalson 3. We should clear out Svalson 4. That's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Because we're going to have to ship missiles in. It shouldn't be too disastrous, though. I think that is part of the problem, though. They just have so many bases on Svalson 4 at this point. Like, who knows how many bases they have on Svalson 4. They've been sending relays there a lot. So, and I've just been ignoring them because I'm not using Svalson 4 for anything at this point. Except a tiny outpost. A teeny tiny outpost for the initial little bit of titanium that I got. There's Delta Centauri. I'm glad it highlights it for us when we have stuff there. Or maybe it highlights it because I had it pinned. Who knows? Okay, I don't think they built anything on Svalson 3. 285 Dark Fog units. Okay. We'll land here just to make sure. Just to be on the safe side.
ended.
Nope. We have this ruined planetary base here. But that's it. Okay, but while we're here... Red cubes. Red cubes are struggling. Why are red cubes struggling? We're just not producing enough red cubes? That seems like it's the case, actually.
Insufficient materials.
Okay. Remote supply, we have 50 space warpers. Let's grab water pumps.
Insufficient materials.
We need more stone. Let's go grab more stone, and then we can build more water pumps. It's a vicious cycle. There we go. We'll grab a couple stacks of those and a couple stacks of those.
Insufficient materials. Flight mode.
I could just demand it locally. Because we do have one of our planetary supply stations. Yeah, we'll just do that. That makes a lot more sense. I don't remember which one has the water in it.
Replication complete.
I know one of them has water in it. It has to. Right here. What do I gotta do with this water now? Here, we're gonna just like, I don't know. We're gonna just put a random tank down. Just throws a little bit of water in it.
Insufficient materials.
No, give me these.
Insufficient materials.
I'm gonna build a few more of those. I think it's the red cubes that are suffering. It looks like we have enough resources. We just don't have enough matrix labs. The poor cherry cubes. Alas. What a terrible tragedy. Alright, so... I think when we're done with this, we head back, funnily enough. No, we have to deal with Svalson 4. We need to resolve that problem.
Replication complete.
Look at that big tall tower of cube. It's beautiful, chat. I don't think we need 2 outputs. But we're gonna have 2 outputs. Alright, let's go.
Cruise mode.
We're not attacking the Dark Fog, we're attacking Svalson 4. We do have a small fleet of ships on our hands now, so that's pretty neat. We do need to build more attack drones. Is it going to take so long? Let's go. Let's do it. Are we getting, like, pulled in by the gas giant? Probably. It makes this super slow. Oof. Look at those dark fog bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dark fog bases. I'm really kind of surprised that there isn't more attacks here, but then again, these bases probably aren't doing much, or this base isn't doing much.
Cruise ended.
Bring me missiles. I actually don't have a lot of missile turrets. We should have enough, I think.
Upgrade complete.
I don't think any of these bases are super duper powerful. There's a couple. There's a couple that are fairly strong. But realistically speaking, we should be able to just do what we've been doing before, which is drop one of these guys and watch the explosives happen. Yeah.
Dark Fog base core destroyed.
Now again, not as much firepower as we've had in the past, but still not bad. And hopefully definitely enough for this planet. this is one of the stronger ones. So we'll get to find out if this tactic works. As well as I think it does. I just want to clip the edge of it for now. And I'm going to protect it myself. Oh! Just smashed my knee against my desk. That kind of hurt. That's okay. And you can see that these bases aren't really producing much. They lack the power. Does that mean I can...
Darkfog base core destroyed.
Well, I mean, these lack the base core. But I wonder if that means that I could just kind of walk into the base and just deal with the units. I don't know. Trying to build way too much. I don't really think I need those missile turrets. I definitely do need the geothermal power stations, though, just to make sure that I don't have these markers. Okay. Yeah, so can we just, like, walk into the space? Yeah, we can. Huh.
Darkfog base core destroyed.
Yeah, so even though they have all these bases, they've been pretty well crippled overall. I wonder how they're getting the energy to produce units, though. Maybe they're just leftovers from before I destroyed the relay above the station, above the base? It could be.
Base core destroyed.
So the question that I have still, and maybe it's just because it's absorbing power from the Dyson Sphere, because the game did warn me about that too. It was like, oh, look out, your Dyson Sphere is being drained of power. I wonder if maybe the hive slowly grows when it's in the proximity of a Dyson swarm or sphere, as the case may be. I don't know. Because my assumption has been that the reason why it's growing was because it still had a planet here that it was drawing resources from. But it doesn't really have that anymore, and it doesn't seem like it's had that for a while, since all these bases lack power.
Dark Fog base core destroyed.
Well, this one has a little bit of power. So why did this one have power? I don't know. It's a mystery to me. Just have a random string of Tesla towers across this entire planet. I'm not even using this planet for anything. I mean, I guess I don't really need two of these.
Dark Fog base core destroyed.
There we go. Okay. Crisis averted? Question mark? Maybe? I mean, I never really felt like the base was in crisis, but
Flight mode.
I kind of got a little bit nervous seeing how many plants were here. And there was a lot of plants here. Or a lot of dark fog bases, I guess I should say. Where else is there one? I don't really have the stone to produce any more geothermal plants. I guess I could grab it real quick. I think there's stone. Yeah, there's stone here. Yeah! This has probably been one of the most weirdly boring streams that I've had of Dyson Sphere Program so far. I feel like even though I've accomplished a lot in the first half of the stream, I haven't really accomplished a whole lot in the second half of the stream. I could be wrong about that.
Insufficient materials.
Granted, at least part of that is because I had to come back to deal with the dark fog. But even if I didn't have to come back and deal with the dark fog,
Flight mode.
it more or less feels like kind of starting over in a new system, even though we're not. It still kind of feels like that. It gets the vibes.
Replication complete.
I don't know how you would ever bother to fill these. You need 100,000 soil piles for it. Granted, we have 200,000. Hey Nick, how's it going? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I guess we do have 200k soil piles. Okay, let's head back to
Flight mode. Cruise
this planet. We're gonna grab a bunch of extra resources again. And then we're going to head back and we're gonna finish what we started. We're gonna try to finish what we started. If it's at all possible at this point. Just peachy. That expression does not suggest that it's just peachy.